a chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Hi there, everybody. Guess what? This starts year 7 of the Glendora Vegetarian Club. And what number meeting is it, Gregory Washburn? Number 82?
What number meeting?
It's around there, 81 or 82. In our diligent and dedicated effort to stop this senseless cruelty to poor little sweet animals. You look into an animal's face, you look into an animal's eyes, and you can see a person in there. It's almost as if you could see a person in there. And you would never treat a person the way these dear, sweet animals are being treated. We have to stop it. All right, no more laughing, no more fun. Our meeting has begun. Theme songs. All creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Thou cows and pigs, leave them alone. The horses, hens, and turkeys too. Save the fish, just be kind. One with God, hallelujah, hallelujah. And what's our second theme song? Come, ye faithful people, come. Raise the song of harvest home. All is safely gathered in, ere those winter storms begin. God our Maker doth provide for our wants to be supplied. Come to God's own temple, come. Sing the song of harvest home. And what else? I miss you, Maddie Chapin. You sing so well. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To live each moment in peace and harmony. And to live our life in harmony. Let's see. To live our life in peace. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with us. Now that peace on earth doesn't just apply to one person to another, it applies to animals. You will never have peace with people until you have peace with animals also. You will never have peace unless you are vegan. You've got to be vegan. No animal products. Leave the animals alone. Live harmlessly. Greg, would you give us the secretary's report as to how many people were here and what we did last meeting, last in November, in December? No, in January.
No, I have January.
In January.
Yeah, I got that. So, all right. Okay, we could do that.
It's easy to lose track of time the way it is to lose track of money. Go ahead, Greg.
All right. So we had meeting last month in January on was it January 30th, 2019. we had meeting number 81, the Glendora Vegetarian Club, and we started with the theme song and the secretary's report, and read the treasurer's report, and then I went over the advertiser news clippings, and we read powerful vegan statements from the we have the vegan message book here. We have from the book we have. And
It's American Vegan Society. It's Jay Dinshaw, the founder of the American Vegan Society. Powerful vegan thoughts.
Vegan messages. Then we don't have the textbook, or we're missing one or two books. But then we had the potluck dinner last month, and
It was wham!
we had
Vegetarian ham.
we had the wham roast, and
$27.
and we had that. Yeah, we had wham, so that's what we had right there. So.
What do we have for vegetables? Peas? Yeah, we had peas. Oh, and squash.
Oh yeah, it's all right here. So the menu was Worthington wham, petite peas, butternut squash, and Joyce made a Waldorf salad.
Oh, it was good.
And,
You know what's in a Waldorf salad? Apple, walnuts, celery, and raisins. Isn't that a great salad? Apples, walnuts, celery, and raisins. Delicious. With vegan maize. Vegan maize.
Yeah, we followed the agenda. The textbook and the Mary Lawrence book, they're on loan to the
director of
to
the Nassau Free Library, who is studying hard to become vegan. And that's very hard for her because she was brought up on a dairy farm.
And it says Sarah Kasparian is our new vegan.
Yeah.
She ordered forks and knives from the internet. It says here.
Yes. Forks and Knives by Dr. Campbell. Sarah Kasparian, and her daddy is going with her to be vegan. Dr. Campbell, these people who came to see Dr. Campbell were given up by all doctors. Every doctor said, there's nothing I could do for you. They go to Dr. Campbell, they go on a plant-based diet, look up his website, and he saved them. They lived. Pictures of health. And Glennie here, 90 years old, no doctors, no medicine, and .com here, .com cat, right here, is 98 years old, no veterinarians, and no medicine. And vegan. And we adjourned, didn't we, dear?
Yes, we did. Yeah, the attendees, this was the meeting number 81 last month. And we, the attendees were Glendora, Greg, Joyce, and Maddie. .com, Chauncey Flash
.com cat and Chauncey cat.
Chauncey cat. And yeah, I read the menu to you, and that's all I have there. We have the agenda we followed here.
So those are the minutes, and we thank you for that. Folks, I have a report. We are on our 50th Glendora 30 seconds vegan commercial to help the animals. 50th. We have exhibited 236 vegan or vegetarian products on the 6 p.m. news and other TV shows on Channel 6, Albany, New York, and a few of them on Channel 10, Albany, New York. Well, quite a few, 80. And I want to try to tell you, will you add this up for me? $8,800 for airtime in the year 2018. And then we bought another 1,000 more, and then another 1,000 more, and then another 9,900 more. Then starting in the year 2019, we bought 9,900. And then we bought 2,000 for the Super Bowl pregame. And then we bought 1,500 just last week. Well, I add that up to about $35,000 that we've spent on vegan commercials to help the animals and to present 236 vegan or vegetarian products onto the mass audiences. We bought $350 on Facebook, and it's already had 7,000 posts reached. I don't know what that really means, do you? What does posts reach? Does it mean people saw it or they didn't see it or what? But anyway, we went for it. Okay. Now, Greg, would you read the other financial statement of the Glendora Vegetarian Club over this 6 years? 6 years. We've completed 6 years. Go ahead, Greg. Please.
Over 6 years. Oh, yes. For the Vegetarian Club, as of the 23rd of this month of February of 2019, we spent a total of the amount spent on towards the Vegetarian Club activity is $31,284. That's for all the vegetarian food and the things related to Glendora's pet.com, the cat.
Donations to animal organizations?
And for the cost of the vegan food and the Tom's and Maine bar soap and all that, and the cost of everything, the cost of all the materials, yeah, $31,200. And we have pages. We keep track of the pages of records, and we have 839 pages of record.
6 years.
Over 6 years, and the hours. We try to keep track of the amount of hours, the time spent on it, and that's up. We just went over 1,900 hours. It's 1,902 hours.
Really?
Here, so, yeah. That's what I have as of.
Now you understand that this $31,000 is in addition to the $35,000 airtime. So what do we got here? About $66,000 to help the animals, to stop being so mean to them. Now let's see, Greg, why don't you look up your powerful vegan thought you're going to read while
sure.
I tell the people some jokes.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Son, money does not grow on trees. Well, I was thinking about that, Dad. Then how come banks have branches? Father, the man asked his priest, is it a sin for me to play golf on Sundays? Son, I have seen you play golf, and it's a sin for you to play golf on any day. The minister went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And the little girl whispered in her mother's ear, do you suppose if we gave him the money now, he would let us go? A minister went away on vacation, and he gave his assistant the assignment to do the sermon for the next Sunday. When the minister came back, he asked a parishioner, how was the sermon? The parishioner said, dull, not good at all. So, the minister went to see his assistant and said, what did you do for a sermon? And the assistant said, well, I was busy. I didn't have time to write one, so I used one of yours. The mother said, the choir was flat. The daddy said, the sermon was too long. And the little girl said, I thought it was a pretty good show for a dime. A truck driver was at a truck stop and he was eating his lunch. And 3 men on motorcycles came into the driveway, parked their bikes, came into the restaurant. One motorcyclist tipped over the truck driver's glass of water. Another one tipped over his coffee cup. And a third one tipped over his dinner plate. The truck driver got up, paid his bill, and went out. And one motorcyclist said, "He's not much of a fighter, is he?" And the owner of the truck stopped, looking out the window, and said, "He's not much of a driver either. He just ran over 3 motorcycles."
Yeah.
Now, what did Tennessee? The same as Arkansas. What did Delaware? Her New Jersey. If you're in Chicago ill, where do you want to be? Baltimore, MD. Are you ready, Greg?
Yes, I'm ready, huh? All right, yeah, I'm going to read a short passage from the book Powerful Vegan Messages. This is from H.J. Dinshaw and Ann Dinshaw, the author of the book Vegan Messages.
Founder of the American Vegan Society.
And here's a page 93. Stepping into veganism is a simultaneous 3-part process. One part is learning about the gastronomical pleasures available in the plant kingdom, so they can be integrated into daily meals, and finding new sources of clothing, toiletries, and household items. The second part is discontinuing use of all animal products. The first 2 parts are discussed in this chapter. The third is utilizing ahimsa. Suggestions occur throughout the book. A vegetarian often has an awareness of what must happen to provide people with the animal products. The vegetarian has taken the major step by not using killed animals directly for food, and is encouraged to continue to learn and progress.
Read that again, that last sentence, please.
A vegetarian often has an awareness of what must happen to provide people with animal products. The vegetarian has taken the first major step by not using killed animals directly for food, and is encouraged to continue to learn and progress. Let's see, and they just they go through the different steps of dairy. It's not well realized that the production of milk requires animals to be artificially bred, fattened, and killed.
And the little babies taken away from their mothers so that the milk that belongs to the little baby calf can be sold for dirty for money.
Yeah, innocent calves are born to keep their mothers in lactation and are destined for a short and sad life before often becoming platefuls of veal, especially if they are male.
Sell the little calves as veal. And sometimes not even cutting the umbilical cord, just snatching the baby away from them. A woman said she's seen that.
The intensive conditions of raising these calves in tiny boxes are so pathetic and disgraceful that it is hard to understand how the human mind can think of such horrible things to inflict upon helpless creatures, even for the profit involved.
You're right, Jay. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
Are you through?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have you seen any of these videos taken and seen what they've done to animals? No. All right.
So I read that. So.
So Well, I'm glad we started the Glendora Vegetarian Club. I'm glad we worked so hard and kept it going. Spent so much money for 6 years.
All right.
I want to tell you folks that after all is said and done, the only thing that really mattered is how did you treat others. After all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. Now, others isn't just people. Others includes animals. How did you treat animals? An animal, any animal, I think is just like little .com here. The little Chauncey cat. They just want to be a pet. They just want to be a friend. They just want to be company to you. They want to purr to you. And they want to go like this when you pet the tops of their heads. They just want to be a friend, a pet. Love you and you love them. How can we, as Jay said, be so dehumanized? Okay. How many minutes do we have left, Gregory?
We're in 20. We did 21 minutes and 15 seconds so far.
Okay.
So we did that. So you have about 4 or 5 minutes to.
Will you look around for another passage from Jay Dinshaw's book while I tell the people who watch the Glendora Vegetarian Club this? The advertiser.
All right.
Thank you so much, Allison. Thank you so much, Allison, for those articles you print every week in the advertiser to keep people aware that we are out here to preserve these animals. Not only preserving animals just preserves people. It preserves your soul. It preserves your body. It preserves your psyche. It preserves your happiness. And I'll tell you something. Under penalty of perjury, you're not going to make it with a piece of God unless you are vegan. You cannot have on your mind in a supermarket handing over money and saying as much to the cashier, take this money and go out and torture an animal for a lifetime. Make that animal live in urine and feces all of its life. Go out there and then beat that animal and club that animal and force that animal with an electric prod in the rectum to go into a truck and then to go across open space at 40 degrees at 40 miles an hour in an open slatted truck to get to a slaughterhouse and to be clubbed and tricked and terrified and horrified, and then to be chopped up and to have your skin taken off of you, and then to be chopped up in pieces and sell those pieces for what? For what? 6 pieces of silver, as Judas did, Jesus Christ, for 6 dirty pieces of silver? That's what you do every time you hand over your money to that cashier in the supermarket for meat. Meat is dead animals. You would eat dead animals? Oh. Okay. Is there anything that you want us to do? The Glendora Vegetarian Club is just one pocket of the Glendora TV enterprise. The Chat with Glendora preaches the 4 things that, when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how you treated others. It preaches no self, only selflessness. It preaches that there's only one happiness, and that's in helping others. There's no happiness in helping yourself. There's only one happiness, helping others, doing it with others, and having a ball doing it. And I think that's all. And then, of course, we have the Bible passages, and we have the hymns, and we have the jokes, and we have our vocabulary words. What do you have now for time, Greg?
Right now we're on, we just went over 25 minutes. We just went over that. So yeah, have a little something here to read, if you don't mind.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is from just a passage from the book Powerful Vegan Messages, Jay Dinshaw. Speaking about the American Vegan Society, which he started. The American Vegan Society is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that promotes, supports, and explores a compassionate, healthful, and sustainable lifestyle. The diet is entirely plant-sourced, varied, and abundant. For ethical, health, environmental, and other reasons, they reject all animal products in food, clothing, and commodities. They also refuse to exploit animals for sport, entertainment, and experimentation. The American Vegan Society is guided by the doctrines of reverence for life and ahimsa, with taking positive action for social change. American Vegan Society provides community and friendship to those following and learning about this way of living.
That's a beautiful selection, Greg. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
So I think there's just time now for how many minutes?
We're about, it's just close to 27 minutes, close to 27. So.
Okie dokie. May the God of peace himself, may the God of peace himself sanctify all of us. Sanctify all of us together, completely and holy. And for the beauty of the earth, for the glory of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. Thank you, Greg.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, we have about 1 minute to go. Just 1 minute to fill up. There's 1 minute, so I'm going to show some. These are some of the clippings of the advertiser, the Glendora's column about the Vegetarian Club that she puts out, and goes in the advertiser supplement, the guide to news and shopping in the area.